welcome to this week's Figure It Out. I hope everybody had a great day today. I'm going to do a little quick update before we get into this week's Figure It Out. Been doing a lot of detecting at the beach over the last few days, and we hit gold. Some good gold, and you'll see that on a future video, probably about 6 days. This video that you're looking at right now, I'll make the night before, so I'm making it right now. But some of my videos are in a hopper, so sometimes I make at the beach day, it might be 6 days. So anyway, look for those in the future. We even find gold with the Impulse AQ. Brand new detective finds a nice piece of gold. So stay tuned for that. That's coming up. All right, let's talk about the winner of this week's Figure It Out. I tell you, I think the week before, it took somebody like 8 hours to get it. This week, 2 hours they had it. I couldn't believe it. Man, it's just unbelievable. Anyway, I asked the name of the person I was with on the beach and what beach it was. Here are some of the answers that we had. Joseph P. Cool, the man's name is Ice-T, which is correct, but that's not his real name. I asked for his real name, and you're in Jamaica. It was not Jamaica. Lockpicking engineer is Will Smith in Sonora, Mexico. That's not correct. Tom, his real name is Tracy Lauren Marrow, and that's correct. And he said, could you be in Jamaica? I was not in Jamaica. Kevin, Tracy Morrow, and you in Bahamas. Not in the Bahamas. The correct answer is Tracy Morrow, Barbados. And that's where I asked his name, his real name, and where I was at. And Toasty in Virginia had it right. Tracy Morrow, Barbados. I don't think there's anybody else actually got that correct. So anyway, Toasty in Virginia, send me an email at gigmaster2718@gmail.com, and I'll send you a nice Gigmaster sticker and a face mask. So send me the email and I'll get you. Send me your address and I'll get it sent out to you right away. All right, you know we got to learn something. I always like to learn. I like to learn something, so hopefully you all like to learn something. We're not going to go to the whole history of Barbados, but we'll talk a little bit about it. First, I'm going to show you where is Barbados. Some of y'all might not know. I'm going to put a picture up on the screen right now. It's in the lower eastern Caribbean, off the top of South America, and I've been on a couple cruises to it. And but anyway, let's talk a little bit about the history of it, just out of curiosity. It's inhabited by Kalingo people. I'm not sure if I said it right. Since the 13th century. Barbados was visited by Spanish navigators in the late 15th century and claimed for Spanish crown. So back in the day, in the 15th century, back in the day, whatever country visit the island, say, yeah, that's my island, I'll take that, it's ours. Then we claim that island, that's ours. And that's how it worked back then. Portuguese Empire actually claimed the island from 1532 to 1536, but abandoned it in 1620. But not long after that, an English ship, the Olive Blossom, arrived in Barbados in 1625 and took possession of the island in the name of King James I. And now we take that island now. It was crazy back then how they got it. But anyway, it looks like it remained an English island. And it still is. On November 30th, 1966, so that's not been that long ago, Barbados became an independent state and Commonwealth realm with Elizabeth II as queen. So England still had access to it, and they still do today, but they're set to remove her as head of state and become a republic November 30th, 2021. So next year, and it's just over a year, they're set to become a republic. So always changing over there, I guess. Anyway, I actually I put a picture of George Washington actually visited Barbados back in 1751. I think it was 19, and with his brother or something. But anyway, it's the only time George Washington traveled outside the present-day United States was to Barbados. That's interesting. And a lot of people, like you saw Ice-T and some other actors on, when we were there, they tell us a lot of them visit Barbados. So it's they got some real fancy golf courses and all kind of stuff there. It's actually one of the main projects is sugarcane. It was one of the largest sugarcane industries in the 1600s. I think it still has a lot of sugarcane. But anyway, we'll tell you a little quick story. We normally book our excursions off the ship before we get there, but this particular time we did not. We got to Barbados, walked off the ship, and you know how these big buses, air-conditioned buses, and big limos, and all kind of stuff sitting there, you know, going to take you different around the island. So had this one guy come up. He said, I can take you around the island. We saw everybody. I said, okay, let's go. They called him, said, what's your name? He said, the fat man. I said, okay. He's a pretty good sized guy. But anyway, we walk around. Most of them are parked right there. You walk out to the thing. Well, he starts walking around in the corner. I said, where are we going now? I thought we were going to hop on one of these buses or something, Get around the corner. He's a local guy. He's got a little tiny Datsun car, 4 of us. And we couldn't hardly fit in it. But I'll show you a picture real quick on the screen right there of him looking at him from the back seat there. Man, it was crazy. But I tell you what, we had the best, that was probably one of the best excursions we ever had. He took us all the off-the-wall places. We visited the place, played with monkeys. I mean, everywhere you go, hey, how's it going, fat man? How you going? Now, he knew everybody. Now, he was a local guy, not one of the tourist people and all, but he took us to some really cool places, really had a good time. Very memorable trip. So anyway, that was one I'm doing. Another time that we actually saw Ice-T there, we were actually out snorkeling, swimming with turtles out there on Barbados. It was really cool. That's a really nice excursion. If you ever go there, that is one to go on, swim with turtles. I'll put some pictures up. You dive down, the turtles all swimming beside you everywhere and all. It's really cool. And they'll come right up to you, I mean, they're just right there. So it's really neat. But anyway, he took us around to, like I say, the golf course and all that kind of stuff around. But anyway, that's enough about Barbados. Let's get to this week's Figure It Out. All right, we're going to do another one. I'm going to try to get y'all this week. I don't know if I can or not. But y'all, I'm going to put well, I'll tell you what, before we get into that, let's go to the rules of the contest right here. Let's check those out first. All right, everybody, I created this episode of Figure It Out just for fun. Take your mind off the world and all your troubles and try to figure it out. And what is Figure It Out? Well, this is a little thing what I'm going to do. I'm going to provide you with a picture. Now, the picture could be taken with one of my digital microscopes, where I got 2 of them. One goes from up to 300 times, 0 to 300. That one goes from 500 times to 1,000 times. So depending on which one I use, I probably won't tell you which one I use unless I give it to you in a clue. But we'll talk about that in a second. But anyway, things look totally different when you magnify it down. It's crazy how much difference it makes when you look at, oh yeah, that's a so-and-so. But when you magnify it down and only see a little piece of it, you don't always know what it is. And I'm still evolving too. Sometimes I may do where in the world is the Gigmaster. And I'll have a picture showing an area. That might be one too. Figure it out. So anyway, it's evolving, just having fun, getting y'all to kind of figure it out. And y'all been really good. Some of the previous ones I've done, man, 2 hours somebody's got. But I did do one that took a little bit longer sometimes. So it's a lot of fun doing that. And the prizes will change. Sometime if you get the right answer, you'll get a Gigmaster, like maybe a face mask, or maybe a relic. I don't know. We're kind of evolving on that too, and a sticker too. I got some Gigmaster stickers here. Could get a Gigmaster sticker too. But and sometime what I'll do is just do a random selection winner. That way everybody has a chance instead of trying to rack your brains. You just kind of just have fun. So I will do some random selections, and sometimes I do both. So, yeah, we're just still evolving, having fun, see what we can come up with. All right, let's see. Couple more things real quick. One guess unless I add another clue. After 24 hours, if nobody's got the correct answer, I will put another clue down. You don't have to erase your first clue and your first answer. You just put the second one down, no problem. Somebody had asked that question one time. But anyway, I think that's going to do it. One answer. Got to be in the U.S. so I can mail your prize out. Got to be a U.S. Because it's way crazy trying to mail overseas. Anyway, I think that's going. One answer per person. And those of you that go on adventures with me that might know the answer, you cannot play, because I might be saying, hey, I'm going to use this in one of my episodes. Y'all remember it. Y'all get it. So I can't do that. And I want your answer to match my answer pretty much the same. It could be reversed words or something, but it's got to be almost identical to what I'm looking for, because sometimes multiple answers can be right, but you got to get the Gigmaster's answer. All right, well, I appreciate everybody playing along with me, and I hope you have fun doing it. You've been really good so far. All right, let's move on to the episode right here. All right, this week we're going to do another Where in the World is a Gigmaster? And I might actually have a metal detector in my hand. I'm going to put a picture up there, and that's the only picture I'm going to use. I'll make it big at the end of the, at this little talk right here. We'll have a big picture up so you can see it. And really the only clues you're going to have, you look in the background and you can see some plants that probably aren't native to Virginia anyway. and I want to know what city and state I'm in, or country maybe, wherever it is. So, look at the picture. The only clue you're going to get is looking at the surrounding I'm in right there. It's right a few years back. It's where I had my very first AT Pro. There's a Garrett machine there. But anyway, I was out there doing a little detecting. Where am I at? Alright, check it out and put your answer down below. Alright, don't forget to click like, comment below, share. Subscribe to the Gigmaster. We got some good stuff coming up this fall. I'm getting a lot of good permissions coming up too for the metal detecting. Everything's falling into place, so stay tuned.